Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I begin, as always, in the matchless, glorious, and precious name of Jesus. This video is going to be doing my review of The Flash Season 1, Episode 17, Tricksters. This episode was epic in almost every way. Okay, so the episode opens up with we see the Reverse Flash going back in time to going around, and the Reverse Flash and the Flash himself going back in time to fight, and they have a fight going back to the home of Nora Allen, 15 years ago, by the way. And what ensues is an amazing slow-mo fight between them. It was awesome. Awesome. This was awesome. And then before you know it, the young Barry is thrown out of the place and into the car, out of the place, kept away so that the Reverse Flash wouldn't kill him, and the Reverse Flash falls out of there and he slows down and consistently slows down. Then he freezes. It's like he just goes, accesses his computer or whatever to tell him what's going on. That he's realized that his speed is not in the time. His speed. He cannot go back in time. He cannot go back to the future. He can't do that. So he pulls off his mask and we see a blonde haired man, not Harrison Wells. So, anyways, back in the future. In the present day, we see some people outside there at the playground, and they see a bunch of presents together, and they see a bunch of presents in parachutes, flying, lowering down, and then all of a sudden people are attracted, and then all of a sudden they go off, boom, boom, boom. Barry Allen runs there, and just rescues one of the children before they kill them. And then we all of a sudden, and then he learns the guy's name is Henry. So nice, which it kind of reminds Barry of his father. So, and anyways, they realize that the guy behind us is a guy called the Trickster, Axel Walker. And then they go look up some stuff, and they find out there was another Trickster, James Jesse. The James Jesse Trickster is portrayed by Mark Hamill. Yes, that Mark Hamill, the guy who portrayed Luke Skywalker in Star Wars and who voiced the Joker in Batman the Animated Series. And this guy also, he portrayed the Trickster, the James Jesse Trickster, in the 1990s Flash TV show that came on CBS. That's one. Yes. And by the way, yes, Henry, the guy who portrays Henry Allen, the guy who portrays Henry Allen, Barry's father on this show, he was Barry Allen on the 1990s Flash TV show. So, yeah, so they go to the James Jesse Trickster, and he talks to them. They ask them questions about where to find the Axel Walker Trickster, and they go off. It was very at the present, and then it's really nice. Nice seeing like a Hannibal Lecter type chat between those two. So, and then they go off to try and find him. By the way, there's a chit chat between Joe West and Dr. Wells. A chit chat between Joe West and Barry Allen, and it's like because Barry Allen has his suspicions on Dr. Wells. By the way, I need to just remind that after that little flashback, there was Joe West and Barry Allen just had their chit chat about what's up with the Flash. What's up with Dr. Wells? So, and whether or not what they know about him, they don't know much. So, anyways, they go find the Axel Walker Trickster. They find out it was a booby trap. It was a booby trap waiting for an explosion, waiting for them, and they go off. And Barry saves Joe from an explosion. So they go back to him go back to James Jesse asking for more info on where the Trickster might be. So they go in. And then also, by the way, I really don't. They go back to him, and they go in trees. So he doesn't give any information from what I know. And then all of a sudden, Barry Allen goes off to, as the Flash. He goes off to. Oh, and by the way, the Axel Walker Trickster. By the way, Axel Walker Trickster is the second Trickster. There are two Tricksters: James Jesse Trickster, the one Mark Hamill is playing, and Axel Walker, the one Devon Gray is playing. So, anyways, they go find the other Trickster. They go find out Cisco finds out the vlog. Finds out that the other guy named the Axel Walker Trickster has a vlog, and meanwhile Barry is chit chatting with Iris West for the first time and not flirting with them. Good, thankfully. And there's a lot of, and I really like that scene, by the way. And she axes Iris to look into Dr. Wells. And by the way, Iris is just suspicious of the fact that Mason, her partner, was murdered last night. Murdered earlier. And she won't let it go. She won't shag it. And she's asking Eddie Thawne to go into this as well. So, also, Barry Al, and she's also, the Flash is actually going to look into Dr. Wells. So, hopefully, Barry Allen will reveal that he is the Flash. So, anyways, they go on to it. Cisco calls up the Flash, aka Barry Allen, and tells him that that he has a video out, and that he goes there. He asks to use Iris's computer. She says yes, and then they go. He realizes that there's a bomb planted. The Trickster, Axel Walker Trickster, reveals that there was a bomb planted to essentially turn Central City into a crater, and then all of a sudden, Barry Allen goes to look for it, and then before you know it, he finds out that it was just a trick. It was just a diversion so that the Axel Walker Tricksters can break out the Jesse James Trickster. So they go out, and then before you know it, they kidnap Barry's dad. And then they go off. They have him hold it. They have him waiting. They have him tied up, and then they go on and plan a device, create a device to stop them. Create a device to stop the Flash, and then Jesse, the Axel Walker Trickster, is told by Henry Allen that he is being played and tricked. So, by the way, it's nice to see a nice little reunion from the two old members of the old cast members of the old Flash TV show. Nice seeing them together. So it's good. And by the way, I'll get that later. And then afterwards, there's a big event, and we see Iris West walking there in an awesome red dress. Very awesome. She looked awesome. Very good. So, anyways, the Trickster, the Jesse James Trickster, has everybody who has drank some of the wine from the winer stuff poison, injected with poison, and that they will all get an antidote if they give him money. And if anybody tries to run or call the cops, they get killed. So before you know it, the Flash runs in there. He tries to interrogate James Jesse, and before you know it, Axel Walker Trickster just has him cuffed with a device that'll explode if he goes below 600 miles per hour or tries to take it off. So he's running as fast as he can. He says he can't run forever. And then Harrison Wells tells him to just to try and phase through a wall and get it off. Or just close your eyes, don't think or feel, or something like that, and become one with the Speed Force. There's that Speed Force again, and before you know it, he has run through a truck, and the device has come off, and he's come through it, and the device explodes. Very awesome moment. And then he goes back to the symposium or whatever it's called, and he goes and he has them both together rounded up, and then they tell him where his stat is, and then he runs, rescues him before a bunch of knives fall on him. He saves him, and then before you know it, Barry reveals that he's the Flash to him. He wasn't surprised. I didn't expect it to be. This was really a passing the torch moment. So anyways, Henry Allen gets to see Star Labs. He gets to see Caitlin Snow, Cisco Ramon, and Harrison Wells. And then before you know it, Joe West has to go take him back to prison. So anyways, we also see before you know it, Barry Allen just, as the Flash, Barry Allen runs back to his old place at the police station where Eddie Thawne and Joe West are, and then before you know it, Barry Allen reveals that he's the Flash to Eddie Thawne, which shocks him. So we also see, so they just have to go investigate Harrison Wells. So then also we see Barry, and then they basically say Eddie Thawne feeds Iris' story that Joe and then feeds her the story that Mason just moved to Brazil or whatever, and then they have to go do some sort of investigation. Him and Joe West. So, and then Barry tells them both that he believes that Harrison Wells is a Reverse Flash, and that he killed his mom, and they need to stop him. So that's amazing. That was the present day. So I need to go back to the flashbacks. Just to explain them. Eobard Thawne is standing on the beach. He is watching Harrison Wells and Tess Morgan just talking together about Star Labs, the plans for Star Labs. So then a little bit later, they're driving back home. Probably Harrison Wells is taking him back home. Before you know it, and we see that Eobard Thawne has set up some sort of trap to flatten the tires. That happens, and then before you know it, the car flips over, and Tess Morgan is dead. And after that's over, Eobard Thawne goes there, and goes over there. He sees Harrison Wells is asking the guy for help. He tells him that he's not getting help, and then before you know it, Eobard Thawne has killed Harrison Wells and transferred his likeness over to him. Wow. I did not see that coming at all. I did not see that coming at all. Then before you know it, he is shortly pretending to be Harrison Wells, and he has come out the car. So, wow. So Harrison Wells had a different. So Eobard Thawne had a different look. He just killed Harrison Wells to take on his look. Or maybe better yet, before he kills him, he says he's gonna create a particle accelerator. So basically, the real Harrison Wells, has been dead for years, and Eobard Thawne has just taken on his appearance. So it seems like my theory is still standing that this is still the real Harrison Wells. Eobard Thawne just took on his his appearance. So yes. Anyways, excellent episode. Very excellent episode. I have to give this thing 11 out of 10. Mark Hamill sold his performance. Good episode. Very good episode. Sad that I have to wait 2 weeks for the next episode to come. Alright. Again, great episode. I can't wait for the next one. Alright. That's all for this video.